Steph couldn't get one freaking point in the final 7 minutes. We got 3 more games. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more basketball. And the grind is real. The mental grind. I am still just trying to get over the fact that Steph Curry ended on 19 points, and we had a 1-2 day. It was a half unit play I added, so it was a small losing day, but still, I don't even know what else to say. We'll talk about that more in the recap. But as for the games, I was super impressed by the Atlanta Hawks. They have been playing really good lately. DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson have both stepped up their game, and Dyson Daniels, one of the best defenders in the league, if not the best, to be honest with you. But they're a dangerous team right now. And then the Warriors Rockets sucked that it ended that way because that was not a foul. They're just going for the ball at the end of the game. But I do love watching that kind of game, that physical game where they kind of let plays go a little bit more until the end, obviously. But anyways, they call those games a lot different than the NBA regular season games. I wish they would do the same. But either way, that was a fun game to watch. But we'll go over the recap in just a bit. But before we get into anything, we're a little behind on this. We got 2 new Jabo MVPs. Let's pull them up. And there they are at Sergio Quinones, 9397, and Black Ops Rocks, 7209. Thank you to both of you for becoming a Jabo MVP. We really appreciate it. If you want to become a Jabo MVP, just hit that join button below the video. We charge nothing for any picks or anything like that. This is just a way to give back and support. It's only $2.99 a month. You get some badges, emojis, prioritize replies, things like that. So thank you to you two and all the Jabo MVPs out there. But speaking of OUTLIER, if you see any graphics in this video or future videos, they are from an app called OUTLIER. It's the best player prop research tool on the market today. If you want to try it out, you get 7 days free by clicking the link below. Honestly, if you want to be a good long-term sports bettor, I do think having tools like this is very, very important. So let's get into it, and that means it's dad joke time. Here we go. I accidentally swallowed food coloring. I'm dying inside. Yep. All right, in this video, we're going to recap yesterday, which should have been another winning day. Again, I know the good streaks are coming. We are right there with all the reads, but then we'll talk defenses versus the power forwards, the good and the bad matchups since it's Thursday, and then we'll give you our best bets and the bets recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and come join this incredible community that we have here. And if you're not in the Discord, you are missing out because we have a lot of bets, a lot of slips, and conversations about things all day, every day, and then these late night sweats like that Warriors-Rockets game. But anyways, that's what we got. Let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. The first one, Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes. He had 2 at halftime. He shot 1 in the first possession of the second half, and then maybe never took 1 more. Maybe he had 1 more, but I watched the second half, and he had 3 good looks at a 3. But Dyson Daniels was living rent-free in his head, and he just wasn't looking to score anymore. Right when he caught these balls, when he was wide open, he would usually take these shots. Instead, he looked to pass right away. It was just brutal to see, but he couldn't get us 1 3 ball in the second half. Jalen Green under 28.5 PRAs, easy winner, even with those 2 free throws at the end. And then the one that will keep me up all night. Steph Curry, 20-plus points, Cat 10-plus rebounds. You all know Cat got this super easy. Steph Curry had 19 points, 8 minutes to go. He even got fouled on a shot in the fourth quarter on the arm and never got called. Steve Kerr went crazy. And Steph ends with 19 because he never got 1 more point. That's right. He took 2 more shots maybe. He was a little passive as well, not really looking to score as heavily in the fourth quarter. I thought he'd get some late-game free throws. He did miss 1 free throw earlier in the game, and right when he missed it, I knew that it was going to be sweaty because of it. That's just how it goes. He ends on the hook. The reads are there. I feel good about the reads, so I know a hot streak is coming. The NBA is just insane right now. It is a roller coaster ride, but that was a half unit play. Small losing day, but I'm ready to get on a hot streak. I'm sick of this losing on the hook left and right, and we're going to get it done. So overall record, still a good year, up 7.78 units, but I'm done with these 1-1, 2-1, 1-2 days. I am ready to just sweep the board. So hopefully that starts today. But that's the bets recap. And now let's talk the power forward position. All right, we start with the defenses giving up the most points to the power forward position, and we got no matchups. Again, only 3 games, a really weird week here. But if it's in green, that team or player is playing today. So you see the Pelicans, Kings, and Heat And then Jason Tatum over there on the right side playing the Pistons, averaging 28.2 points per game. Giannis obviously crushing it. Boncaro, I heard, might be coming back soon. So just in case, I put him up there. Durant, LeBron, Jaren Jackson. Obviously, a lot of these guys aren't playing today, but hopefully it helps you on that big slate on Friday or throughout the weekend. Again, we do a different position every single day. So let's move over to the rebounds now. So Keegan Murray down there is also playing along with Jason Tatum, averaging about 9 boards. And then the Heat, Celtics, and Raptors are all in the top 10 or bottom 10, however you look at it, giving up the most rebounds to the power forward position, with the Pacers leading the way at 13. So that's the rebounds. Now let's check out the assists. Wizards giving up 5.1. Raptors 4.5 are playing today, and then the Pelicans 4.3, and there it is. And again, Mr. Jason Tatum averaging 5.7 assists per game. So that's the most if you're looking at some overs. Now let's look at the tough power forward matchups. Not a lot of the teams that are playing today are on here, but Kings have only given up 9.8 rebounds to the power forward position, and the Pelicans down there tied for 10th at 10.4. And then we have the Heat giving up the 8th fewest assists to the power forward position. But as for points, no teams today, but again, use this as you move forward. Clippers are giving up only 19, and then there's actually 5 teams giving up under 20 points per game to the power forward position. Pretty impressive defensively there. So take a screenshot of this. Hopefully this helps you get some winners, and then on Friday we will do the center position. But that's all I got for the research help. Now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Boston, where the Celtics host the Detroit Pistons. Celtics minus 12.5. Total in this one is 227. I have another freaking Jalen for you. That's right. Give me Jalen Duren under 19.5 PRAs at minus 115 on Bet365. This is going to be a half unit play. My next one will be a 1 unit play. But yes, we went 1-1 on Jalen's yesterday, and now we have another one. It was not planned. I don't know why I keep betting on Jalen's, but fading Duren feels really good right now. It just really does. So let's hopefully get a winner. But let's talk the numbers. He's under this now in 4 of the last 5. So for you hit rate people, it looks good. He's under in 7 of the last 10 games as well. But if you do a deeper dive, he's only averaging 6 field goal attempts per game the last 5 games. His game has really been off lately. Only 16 RA chances as well. So, I mean, let's just say he gets half of those. He gets about 8 RAs. He's going to have to score about 12 points to get over there. I just did that math in my head. But due to his poor play, his minutes have also gone down. In the last 5 games, he's only averaging 21.8 minutes per game. He has 9 straight games now of 26 or less minutes. And if you just go back over the course of the season, you look at games where he has played 26 or less minutes, he's gone under this line in 10 of 14 games. Now, the matchup, it's a tough matchup. Celtics are really tough on centers this year. Duren is 1-1 to the over-under of this line versus Boston. The over was the first meeting when he was playing better and playing close to 30 minutes. The under was just 2 games ago where he ended with 10 PRs in only 25 minutes. This is not an easy matchup. Celtics don't give up a lot of rebounds or points or assists, really, but his volume and usage are just really low right now. The centers versus the Celtics lately, Brook Lopez, 10 PRAs. Jalen Duren, like we just mentioned, had 12 PRAs. Bam Adebayo, 28 PRAs. A decent game for him, but still under his average. He's obviously a different player than Duren. And Jared Allen had 18 PRAs. He averages 25 on the season. So Jalen Duren, again, he averages, by the way, 20 PRAs per game this season. He's going to need to have a pretty average game with less minutes in a tough matchup. And then, of course, other ways to go under a blowout. Well, it's a 12.5 point spread. Injury, never wish that on anybody, but it's a possibility. And foul trouble, always in play with Jalen Duren. So give me the under 19.5 PRAs for yet another Jalen. And let's break that Jalen tie from yesterday. But that is my first best bet. All right, the second one takes us out to New Orleans, where the Pelicans host the Sacramento Kings. Kings -6. Total in this game is 232. I got a player prop. It's a 1 unit play. Give me Malik Monk over 21.5 points plus assists. I got this at -115 on ESPN Bet. If you have a book that only has 22.5, I absolutely love it there. He hasn't just sat right on 22 since he's became a starter, so I like it there as well. But he's played 7 games since he entered the starting lineup, and boy, has it changed for him and the Kings team. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, he's over this in 6 of the 7 games this season as a starter. Over 26 PAs per game is what he's averaging. The only miss was his last game. It means nothing to me. They beat the Utah Jazz by about 5,800 points. It was an absolute bloodbath. He played 26, 27 minutes. But in the other 6 games as a starter, he's played no less than 32 minutes in all of them, averaging 30.66 PAs per game. I mean, guys, we only need 22 or 23, depending where you get this line. It's just insane that they're still leaving this line out there at this low of a number. So Again, the games before this do not count. That's why we're focusing on this because he was coming off the bench playing 20 minutes. It just doesn't mean anything. And his role has changed on this team as well. So, and speaking of role, in those 6 games, he has handled the ball and ran this offense quite a bit. His potential assist numbers, this is crazy: 16, 14, 13, 16, 9, and 11. It's absolutely insane. His assist line right now is 4.5, way juiced to the over, probably going to be 5.5, but he has had 5+ assists in all 6 of those games. I mean, it's just been incredible. He has not scored less than 17 points as well in any of those 6 games. He scored 16 points even in that last game in the blowout where he played less minutes. But the matchup, Pelicans are about average. It's kind of hard to tell with the Pelicans because they have so many players going in and out with injuries, as to what they really are. But they're just average when it comes to shooting guards, points, and assists. They've given up a lot of assists overall as a defense, like we've talked about before this year. But honestly, matchup doesn't really matter here. If they're going to continue to drop a low 20s number from Malik Monk, playing over 30 minutes a game, getting huge potential assist numbers, shooting the ball really well like he's been doing most of his career, we got to take it. But at 30+ minutes this season, if you take all the games, he's over this in 7 of 8, averaging 28.63 PAs per game. Again, we only need 22 or 23 here. So I love this bet. It's a 1 unit play. Give me the guy not named Jalen over 21.5 PAs as my second and final best bet on the video. I may even have an added play before I go to bed tonight, but I want to get this video out to you guys. If not, we'll probably add a play in the morning. So check the pinned comments on X and on Discord. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, before we get to the bets, just a reminder, the Thursday Night Football Best Bets video is out now, also for the Rams and 49ers. Forgot to mention that in the intro, but go check it out. We got our 2 best bets. But today, Jalen Duren breaking the Jalen tie, under 19.5 PRAs, -115 on Bet365 for a half unit. And then 1 unit, Malik Monk, over 21.5 points plus assists. Got this on ESPN Bet at -115. If you can only get 22.5, I absolutely love it there as well. So another play will be coming either tonight or in the morning, maybe 2 plays. So check the pinned comments on X and on Discord. But as always, I really appreciate all the support day in and day out, all the likes, all the comments. Really helps this channel grow, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So hope everyone has a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.